So this video is just going to be a simple case study of a online fitness coach that we helped go from 13K a month to 31K a month. So roughly a little bit under 3X in the business. Took about 6 months time, might have been 7 months, but somewhere around there. You can see it's Adam right here. Here's his Instagram, obviously. It says he's averaging 3 to 5 calls booked a day. Looked at my Q1 numbers from last year compared to this year. I've already had 2.5X my cash collected, around 30K this time last year, to around 85K this year. 3 simple changes: ads for eyeballs, increased prices using Affirm. All right, hit 31K cash collected last month. I think that was in May of 2025. All right, this year. So 3 main things we did. You kind of mentioned it up there. We're gonna go ahead and break it down right now. So first thing is Affirm. All right, so if you're an online coach, you're not using Affirm or Klarna, you need to pay attention to this very closely, because this is like such an easy thing you can do to instantly increase cash collected and increase close rates. All right, so what is Affirm, or Klarna is another one? What is this? So if you're not familiar, these are like buy now, pay later options or financing options. Basically what they allow you to do is they allow you as a business owner to get paid in full up front from your customers. So let's say you charge 5K. That means you would get 5K instantly in your bank account or in your payment processing. Your customer or your clients, on the other hand, they can do interest-free financing over 6 months. All right, so they can easily split up the payment of that 5K into, what is that, like $800 a month or something, and then you get paid up front. So it's a huge win-win. This will result in obviously more cash collected up front for you, which is amazing. All right, and this is very, very nice, because let's say your goal is just 10K a month. That's really 2 clients are instantly at your goal, which is pretty cool. It also helps you increase close rate, all right, because this just gives more flexible options for the customer to get started. All right, and so when there's more flexible payment options, it's much easier for a lot of people to get started and actually take action. So therefore, you increase your close rates. So it's amazing. Like, definitely set this up. You can set up inside of Stripe. It's very easy to set up inside of Stripe for payment processing. All you have to do is go to like payment methods and then search for the Affirm or Klarna options. All right, I'll go ahead and write out the other one for you so you have that. But literally go to settings, go to payment methods, and you can scroll down and look at the buy now, pay later options. Just enable those. All right, so those are 3 main things that we did. Or excuse me, man, I need more coffee. That's the first thing we did out of the 3 main things. Second thing, simple, higher prices. All right, so I don't remember exactly what we was charging before, but now I can tell you now we're charging anywhere from 3 to 5K depending on the package. All right, so this is for a fitness offer as well. So some people might be hearing this. I've talked to so many people who are in the fitness space or in any space, and they charge so low, so small prices of like $100 a month or $200 a month or $500 a month, just very low prices, where there's competitors in your exact niche who are charging 3K, 5K, 10K for a very similar package, and to be honest, like probably similar expertise as well. But why are they charging way more and you're not? All right, it's simple. It's a value proposition, and they're just saying a higher number on the phone. Like, it's how they communicate their offer and just the number they say on the phone. Like, think of how easy it is to actually increase your price. All you do is, instead of saying it's $1,000, it's $500 on the phone, you say it's $3,000. That is how simple it is. That, like, you literally do it in 3 seconds. Like, I would challenge you to do this today. If you have a validated offer and you're consistently closing deals, increase your price. There's no reason not to. All right, so that's the second big thing we did. Obviously, when we do this, I believe it might have been like a double for him. I'm not 100% sure on this, so don't quote me, but it might have been about a double. Let's say if it was a double, if he changes nothing else, he doubles the business. Or if you double your price, you double your business with the same amount of clients. Pretty cool. All right, so that's number 2. And the last one here is a big one. Number 3 is a consistent lead gen system. All right, so this is crucial. So for a lot of people watching this, if you're an online coach and you're doing under like 20K a month or even 30K a month, the biggest problem is probably going to be like inconsistent lead gen. Like, you're booking 1, 2, 5 sales calls a month, if that. And it's just inconsistent. It's up and down. It's not predictable. You don't have a simple system that's cause and effect where you know, hey, if I just do this action, I'm going to book calls. Like, you don't have that in place. You don't have a real system. And so this is the big thing we have planned for Adam here, is this consistent lead gen system. So what this looks like for him is, number 1, we had a DM system. All right, so he had some followers before, not that many, but he had some followers. And we implemented a DM system, consistently convert these followers into book calls. All right, so this is a sequence of DMs that we send out to book calls consistently. And so what this gave us was a predictability, all right, because we know the exact conversion rate. We know, hey, X percentage of followers will convert into a book call. We just know that. And that's a number that remains consistent over time. And so that allows us to reverse engineer goals. So Adam, one of his goals was hitting that 30K a month number. So we were able to see, okay, if we want to hit this number, we just need to send this many DMs per month. We know that for a fact. It's just simple math. We have calculators in our program to do that. Just a simple math equation. All right, if my goal is 30K a month, I need to do this input. If my goal is 20K a month, I need to do this input exactly. And so that's what we knew. All right. And so one of the other constraints we ran into here is, hey, we don't have enough followers. We don't have enough new followers to actually hit our goals here, to hit that 30K a month mark. So we launched what we call follower ads. And these are very simple ads that we run to consistently get new followers. And so if you can see, if you think about this, like the follower ads would just basically fuel this DM system with more leads, and this would fuel more calls booked. More calls booked, more clients signed, more revenue, more cash collected for the business. All right, so that is a loop. That's how it works right here. So we have this DM system working, and we just put more fuel in the fire with new followers from the follower ads coming in. All right, this is a pretty consistent playbook that we've used quite a few times with a lot of our coaches here. So like that's the lead gen system we rolled out for him. That's the three things that we did right here to get to that 31K a month number in cash collected. All right, what's next for him? All right, so next steps for him that we're looking at. Retargeting ads is number one. So this is very simple. This would basically be just retargeting his existing audience. He's got about 38K followers at the time of that screenshot. It's probably more. But 38,000, 40,000 people to retarget, it's a pretty good amount. So that's going to be very simple to extract more dollars from his followers right there. It's one of the simplest ads that you can run if you have a following, by the way. And the next six is going to be just increasing volume. So we already have a system that's working well as far as the sales process, lead gen process. We just had to find a way to increase volume. All right, so that's really it. Once you have a system that's working, the easiest possible thing you do is just increase volume rather than doing something new. So that's what we're going to be doing. All right, so super excited for him. Would love to see him hit these 50K months soon. Definitely think he can. But that's the simple case study as far as Adam here, how he went from 13K a month to 31K a month. And hey, if you're an online coach yourself, you want to work with me one-on-one to try and get similar results. We don't make income claims, but just documenting successful cases, what they've done, what's worked for them. If you want to try and get similar results to scale your business, then go ahead and click the link below to work with me one-on-one. We have a pretty insane offer. So click the link below if you want to watch an explainer video on how it works, the pricing, and all that good stuff. So click the link below if you are interested. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.